Want a garden that feeds you and the planet? Regenerative gardening might be the most powerful way to do both. It's about more than just growing your own food, it's about restoring the earth one seed, one plant, one garden at a time. And the best part? It's something we can all do, no matter where we live. I'm Brian, and this is Sustainably Rooted. Today we're diving into regenerative gardening, what it is, why it matters, and how you can start in your own backyard or balcony. We're talking about ditching the chemicals, working with nature instead of against it, and building a garden that's as good for the planet as it is for your plate. So, grab your gardening gloves and let's get started. Alright folks, let's break it down. Imagine a garden that's more than just a garden. It's a thriving ecosystem that gives back to the earth as much as it takes. That's the heart of regenerative gardening. Unlike traditional gardening, regenerative gardening isn't just about growing food. It's about restoring ecosystems, healing soil, improving biodiversity, and capturing carbon. Think of it like this. Conventional gardening can be a bit like a monoculture, often reliant on chemical fertilizers and pesticides, which can deplete the soil and harm beneficial insects. Now, regenerative gardening, that's a whole different ballgame. It's all about working with nature, not against it. It mimics nature by working with it, not against it. We're talking about building up the soil, creating a haven for beneficial insects and pollinators, and saying goodbye to those harsh chemical fertilizers and pesticides. It's about understanding that everything in the garden is connected, from the smallest microbe in the soil to the birds singing in the trees. Now let's talk dirt. And I don't mean just any dirt. I'm talking about living, breathing soil teeming with life. Healthy soil is the foundation of any successful garden, but it's especially crucial for regenerative gardening. It's where the magic happens. It's the foundation of a thriving garden and the key to unlocking the true potential of regenerative practices. Think of your soil as a bank account. Every time you add organic matter like compost, you're making a deposit. Add organic matter like compost and cover it with mulch to feed microbes, retain moisture, and suppress weeds. This organic matter breaks down, releasing nutrients and creating a healthy environment for those beneficial microbes to thrive. And just like your bank account, you don't want to make withdrawals without replenishing them. That's where avoiding those synthetic fertilizers comes in. Skip synthetic fertilizers. They may feed the plant, but they starve the soil. They might seem like a quick fix, but in reality they're more like taking out a high-interest loan. Sure, you get a quick boost, but in the long run, they deplete the soil of its natural fertility and disrupt the delicate balance of life beneath the surface. Remember those microbes we talked about? They're the unsung heroes of the soil, breaking down organic matter, making nutrients available to plants, and building soil structure. They're the hard workers that keep your soil healthy and productive. And the best part? Building healthy soil isn't complicated. By focusing on these simple practices, adding compost, mulching, and avoiding synthetic fertilizers, you can create a thriving ecosystem right beneath your feet. And when your soil is healthy, your plants will be healthy, and you'll be well on your way to a more sustainable and productive garden. Now, let's talk about tilling. See, for years, gardeners thought tilling, that's digging or turning over the soil, was the way to go. But here's the thing. Tilling is like hitting the reset button on your soil's ecosystem. Tilling breaks up soil life. With regenerative gardening, you plant right into the existing soil or compost layer. Let the worms and roots do the digging. Every time you till, you disrupt the natural structure of the soil, you expose those beneficial microbes to the elements, and you can actually increase compaction over time. It's like shaking up a beehive. It disrupts everything and takes time for things to settle back down. But with no-till gardening, you're letting nature do its thing. You're creating a stable environment where those beneficial microbes can thrive, earthworms can do their thing, and your soil structure can improve over time. It's about working smarter, not harder. And the benefits go beyond just the soil. No-till gardening also helps to retain moisture, suppress weeds, and reduce erosion. Less effort for you, better structure for the soil, and way fewer weeds. Plus, it's a whole lot easier on your back. So put down that tiller and let those worms do the digging for you. Your soil and your back will thank you for it. Now let's talk about shaking things up a bit, and I'm not talking about your compost bin. In nature, you rarely see just one type of plant growing all by itself. It's all about diversity, a beautiful tapestry of different species all working together. Plant a mix of crops. Use companion planting to repel pests naturally and keep your soil healthy. The more variety, the more resilient your garden. And the same goes for your garden. Monoculture planting the same crop year after year can deplete the soil of certain nutrients and make it more susceptible to pests and diseases. But by planting a diversity of crops, you create a more resilient ecosystem that can better withstand these challenges. And don't just stop at what you plant in the ground. Think about attracting beneficial insects too. And don't forget to invite pollinators and predators. They help your garden take care of itself. These little helpers are nature's pest control and pollination crew. A diverse garden is a healthy garden. By embracing diversity in your garden, you're not just creating a visually appealing space, but a thriving ecosystem that can better support itself. It's about working with nature's strengths to create a more balanced and resilient garden. Now you might be thinking, Brian, this all sounds great, but I've got a small yard. And you know what? That's okay. Regenerative gardening works anywhere, from suburban yards to urban patios. Add perennials, herbs, and native plants to build a low-maintenance, self-sustaining system. You see, regenerative gardening isn't about the size of your space. It's about the intention behind it. It's about making conscious choices that benefit the environment, no matter how big or small your patch of green. Even if you only have a balcony, you can still create a mini regenerative haven. A few pots of herbs, some tomatoes cascading over the railing, maybe even a small worm composting system tucked away in the corner. Even a few pots of herbs or greens can start restoring life around you. Remember, every little bit helps. By incorporating regenerative practices, you're not just growing food, you're contributing to a healthier planet. Choose perennial plants that come back year after year, reducing the need for replanting. Opt for native plants that are adapted to your local climate and attract local pollinators. And don't forget about vertical space. Vertical gardens are a fantastic way to maximize your growing area, even in the smallest of spaces. As we wrap things up, remember this. Regenerative gardening isn't just about growing food, it's about growing life. It's about reconnecting with nature, understanding the interconnectedness of all living things, and playing an active role in restoring the health of our planet. It's about recognizing that the choices we make in our gardens have a ripple effect, impacting the environment and the well-being of future generations. It's about understanding that even small actions, when multiplied by millions, can create a powerful wave of change. It's good for your health, your soil, your wallet, and the earth. Imagine a world where every garden, every backyard, every balcony is a thriving ecosystem, teeming with life, capturing carbon and restoring the soil. That's the power of regenerative gardening. So let's get out there, get our hands dirty, and start growing a better future, one garden at a time. So there you have it, regenerative gardening. It's good for you, it's good for the planet, and it's easier than you think. What are you waiting for? Get out there and start planting. If this inspired you to pick up a shovel or a spade, subscribe to Sustainably Rooted. We've got everything you need to start living lighter and growing smarter. From in-depth guides to inspiring stories, we're here to help you cultivate a greener tomorrow, one seed at a time. Until next time, happy gardening.